Good evening and welcome to the February 1st, 2017 Town Board Legislative Session. I will officially call the meeting to order, and I'll ask our everyone to please rise for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. I'll ask our clerk to please call the roll.
Cole. Here. LaFountain.
Here.
Metzler. Here. Moore.
Here.
Quinn.
Here.
Thank you. We'll move on to communications and announcements, and I'll recognize Mr. Quinn first, please.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Good evening, everyone. The AARP Foundation Tax Aid Program is now offering free income tax preparation on Wednesday and Friday mornings at the Penfield Community Center by appointment only. The AARP Foundation Tax Aid Program was designed to provide free income tax preparation services for low to moderate income households. While the program is available to anyone, its intent is to help those with limited resources who cannot afford to have their returns prepared by a private person or company. To book an appointment or to obtain detailed information about this tax aid program and what information is needed to qualify, please visit penfieldrec.org or call 585-340-8655. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Mrs. Metzler.
I have one announcement this evening, a message from the County of Monroe. The towns of Penfield and Webster, along with Monroe County, normally host a hazardous waste collection in late April to give residents an opportunity to dispose of old paint, cleaning supplies, fertilizers, and more. Monroe County has notified the town of Penfield that this year's collection will be scheduled in the fall on Saturday, September 16th in Webster. The county would like to remind everyone that the Echo Park facility located at 10 Avion Drive near the airport is available year-round during the week and most Saturdays for household hazardous waste appointments and recycling. Please visit www.monroecounty.gov/EcoPark to learn more. We will provide updates via our website as we get closer to that date. Thank you.
Thank you. I have one announcement this evening. Penfield SEPTA, that's the Special Education Parent-Teacher Association, will host the second annual Mac and Cheese contest on Saturday, February 11th from noon to 3 p.m. at the Penfield Community Center. Enter your mac and cheese creation or come and taste the mac and cheese recipes created by Penfield's own chefs. The entry fee will be $20 and will go towards the program for the Penfield Central School District. Prizes from local businesses will be awarded. Also, in addition to the mac and cheese tasting, there will be a SEPTA resource fair with activities for all attendees. To learn more about SEPTA or to enter the contest coming up February 11th, please visit their website at www.penfield- not backslash, but -SEPTA.org, and that's SEPTA.org. Thank you. Mr. Moore.
Thank you. The young, open, and honest players are looking for actors to share in an amazing adventure in free theater opportunity for actors aged 13 through 18 for their upcoming performance this April of The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien and directed by Emma Milligan. These auditions will be held on Tuesday, February 7th, held at the Penfield Community Center. The young, open, and honest players is looking for actors with or without experience and anyone else who is interested in theater. For information, please visit penfieldrec.org. Also, the Penfield Trails Committee will host its annual indoor hike on Saturday, February 11th at 10 a.m. here at the Town Hall on Atlantic Avenue. There will be a presentation entitled Letchworth's Portage Viaduct, New and Old, and information on trail groups from around Rochester. Chris Costello, professional land surveyor, will speak about the 1875 Portage High Bridge Rail Viaduct high above the Genesee River in Letchworth State Park, and then we'll give an inside look at the construction of the new bridge in progress. While the indoor hike is free, participants are asked to pre-register by calling the Penfield Rec Department at 340-8655. Thank you.
I have two announcements. The Penfield Recreation Deer Program, the Penfield Public Library, and the local history room are planning events throughout 2017 to celebrate and recognize women getting the right to vote in New York 100 years ago this year. Penfield Recreation will be co-sponsoring program beginning with the series titled suffraties. The first one will be held Wednesday, February 15th, Susan B. Anthony's birthday, at 1 p.m. in the Senior Lounge at the Penfield Community Center. Pam Mount and Kathy Knauer will talk about women getting the vote and the importance of this right. Registration is not required. More information on future events will be available soon at the penfieldrec.org. And my other announcement is that my next community chat will be Tuesday, February 21st from 5:30 to 7 in the new book area at the Penfield Library. Thank you.
Mr. Horowitz.
No further announcements tonight, Mr. Supervisor.
All right, very good, sir. We'll move on to public participation. There are two opportunities to address the board on any matter. If you're here in the auditorium, if you would like to call in at 340-8771, or you can log on at penfield.org. Seeing no one in the audience, no calls on the board, let's move on to, and there'll be a second opportunity at the end of the meeting for those that do have an interest. We'll move on to additions and deletions to the agenda. I'll recognize Mr. Quinn.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. I move that we add Resolution 17T-063 to the agenda this evening.
Great, thank you. And we'll let that reflect that it's an amendment to Resolution 053 from our January 18th, 2017 meeting. We have our minutes from the organizational meeting, January 4th, 2017, and would entertain a motion of approval for those minutes.
I move that the minutes of January 4th be approved.
I'll second.
Been moved, seconded. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, ask for a roll call vote, please.
Cole.
Aye.
The Fountain.
Aye.
Metzler. Aye. Moore.
Aye.
Quinn.
Aye.
5 ayes.
Thank you. Petitions, has the town board, town clerk, or town attorney received any petitions since our last meeting?
No.
Okay, seeing none, we'll move on to resolution by function, starting with law and finance, please.
Setting a public hearing to consider a conditional use permit to allow a microbrewery and restaurant and outdoor dining and entertainment at 1221 Empire Boulevard.
Moved.
Second.
Whereas an application has been received by the Penfield Town Board for the issuance of a conditional use permit pursuant to Chapter 250-5.91E of the Code to allow a microbrewery with outdoor dining and entertainment at 1221 Empire Boulevard. Whereas the said application is determined to be an unlisted action pursuant to Section 617.4 of the State Environmental Quality Review Act. Now therefore be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Penfield shall hold a public hearing at the Penfield Town Hall on March 1st, 2017 at 7 p.m. on said date to consider said application and to hear all persons interested in the question of the issuance of this conditional use permit. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there any discussion? Seeing no discussion, a roll call vote, please.
Cole.
Aye.
The Fountain.
Aye.
Metzler. Aye. Moore.
Aye.
Quinn.
Aye.
5 ayes. Setting a public hearing to consider a conditional use permit and preliminary and final re-subdivision and site plan approval to allow a 2,500 square foot dental office at 2105 5 Mile Line Road.
Moved.
Second.
Whereas an application has been received by the Town Board for the issuance of a conditional use permit to allow for a conditional use permit and preliminary and final re-subdivision and site plan approval to allow a 2,500 square foot dental office at 2105 5 Mile Line Road in the Four Corners zoning district. Be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Penfield shall hold a public hearing at the Penfield Town Hall on March 1st, 2017 at 7 p.m. on said date to consider said application and to hear all persons interested in the question of this conditional use permit for a 2,500 square foot dental office. Thank you.
Thank you. Discussion? Seeing no discussion, a roll call vote, please.
Cole.
Aye.
The Fountain.
Aye.
Metzler.
Aye.
Moore.
Aye.
Quinn.
Aye.
5 ayes. Setting a public hearing for adoption of local law number 1 of 2017 to be known as a local law extending the moratorium and prohibition within the town of Penfield of public golf course redevelopment.
Moved.
Second.
Whereas the Town Board of the Town of Penfield wishes to consider adopting proposed local law 1 of 2017, which would extend the moratorium and prohibition of public golf course redevelopment on real property located within the town of Penfield. Whereas the Penfield Town Board is best suited to act as lead agency within the meaning of the State Environmental Quality Review Act, known as SEQR, and thus does hereby designate itself as lead agency pursuant to SEQR. Whereas subject application is determined to be a Type 2 action pursuant to SEQR. Now therefore be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Penfield shall hold a public hearing at the Penfield Town Hall on March 1st, 2017 at 7 p.m. on said date to consider the said proposal and to hear all persons interested in the question of the adoption of Local Law 1 of 2017, which would extend a moratorium of public golf course redevelopment on real property located within the town of Penfield. Thank you.
Thank you. Discussion.
Mr. Supervisor, real quickly, I just would like to point out on the record on Section 1, it does note, and I'll read it right here from the resolution, the local law to effect a moratorium on the prohibition of redevelopment of public golf course in the town of Penfield, originally enacted as Local Law 1 of 2016, is hereby extended to March 31st, 2018, or until a duly enacted repeal of said local law number 1 of 2017 is so extended. So the length of this would be basically another year to 2018. The length of the moratorium would be to March 31st, 2018. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Moore. Seeing no further comments, I'll ask for a roll call vote, please.
Cole.
Aye.
LaFountain.
Aye.
Metzler.
Aye.
Moore.
Aye.
Quinn.
Aye.
5 ayes. Authorization for Town Supervisor to sign a professional service contract with Cohen Law Group for wireless facilities management services.
Moved.
Second.
Be it resolved that the supervisor is hereby authorized to sign a contract not to exceed $3,600 for services with the Cohen Law Firm to provide review of wireless facility services within rights-of-ways and any necessary updates to the town ordinance. Said contract is to be acceptable and approved by the town attorney. Thank you.
Thank you. Discussion on this item? Seeing no discussion, I'd ask for a roll call vote, please.
Cole.
Aye.
LaFountain.
Aye.
Metzler.
Aye.
Moore.
Aye.
Quinn.
Aye.
5 ayes. Purchase 2017 Ford F-350 plow truck and new Western wide-out plow.
Moved.
Second.
Whereas the Director of Public Works desires to purchase one 2017 Ford F-350 cab truck with whiteout plow and a Wester 8-foot striker Salter from the Onondaga bid for a total cost of approximately $51,178.03, and whereas the total funds of approximately $51,178.03 for the purchases are budgeted in the 2017 Department of Public Works, Parks and Grounds Department budget, therefore be it resolved that the Director of Public Works is authorized to purchase the vehicle with plow and Salter attachments.
Thank you. Discussion? Seeing no discussion, roll call vote, please.
Cole.
Aye.
LaFountain.
Aye.
Metzler.
Aye.
Moore.
Aye.
Quinn.
Aye.
5 ayes. Purchase 2017 Ford F-350 shop truck.
Moved.
Second.
Whereas the Director of Public Works desires to purchase one 2017 Ford F-350 cab truck with utility box, liftgate, and compressor from the Onondaga bid from Van Bordo Ford for a total cost of approximately $57,620.90, whereas the total funds of approximately $57,620.90 for the purchases are budgeted in the 2017 DPW Highway Department budget. Therefore, be it resolved that the Director of Public Works is authorized to purchase the vehicle with utility box, compressor, and liftgate attachments.
Thank you. Discussion? Seeing no discussion, roll call vote, please.
Cole.
Aye.
LaFountain.
Aye.
Metzler.
Aye.
Moore.
Aye.
Quinn.
Aye.
5 ayes. Purchase of one new sanitary storm sewer inspection camera system.
Moved.
Second.
Whereas the Director of Public Works desires to purchase an EnviroSite sanitary and storm sewer inspection camera system And whereas New York State Town General Municipal Law allows for the purchase of the equipment through cooperative intergovernmental contracts, whereas National Joint Powers Alliance as a national clearinghouse for governmental purchasing contracts or agreements does meet the requirements of the General Municipal Law, whereas Joe Johnson Equipment USA in Rochester, New York is the authorized dealer for EnviroSight camera systems through the NJPA contract and has submitted a final quote of $86,690.86, which meets the town of Penfield requirements. Be it resolved that the funds for the purchase are available in the Sewer Equipment Reserve Fund, and therefore be it resolved that the Director of Public Works is authorized to purchase one EnviroSight sanitary and storm sewer inspection camera system for a total cost of $86,690.86. Be it further resolved that the Sewer Equipment Fund will be amended as follows. An increase in revenue of $86,690.86, and increased expenditure, $86,690.86. Be it further resolved that the adoption of this resolution with respect to the expenditures from the Sewer Equipment Reserve Fund is subject to a permissive referendum, and the town clerk is directed to publish and post notice in the manner prescribed by law to be reviewed and approved by the town attorney.
Great, thank you. Discussion. Seeing no discussion, roll call vote, please.
Cole.
Aye.
LaFountain.
Aye.
Metzler.
Aye.
Moore.
Aye.
Quinn.
Aye.
5 ayes.
Okay, thank you very much. This brings us to our next item, which is old business. Is there any old business to come before the board this evening? Seeing none. New business. We have identified one new business resolution. I'll ask our clerk to please read that resolution.
Amendment to Resolution 17T-053, approval to attend the 2017 Annual Continuing Educational Conference.
So moved.
Second.
This resolution amends Resolution 17T-053 from our last legislative session to authorize Jeffrey David, Assistant Fire Marshal, to attend the annual Continuing Educational Conference March 13th through 16th at the RIT Inn and Conference Center. It also reduces the cost of the conference from $1,950 to $1,560. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Discussion. Seeing no discussion, I'd ask for a roll call vote, please.
Cole.
Aye.
LaFountain.
Aye.
Metzler.
Aye.
Moore.
Aye.
Quinn.
Aye.
5 ayes.
Thank you. This brings us to our second public participation. And if you're in the auditorium, you can address the board on any matter. Call in at 340-8771, or you can log on at penfield.org. Seeing no one in the audience and no calls on the board, and there being no further business to come before the town board this February 1st, 2017, we will adjourn from this meeting at 7:20 p.m. I would like to thank PCTV for their support. Have a great evening.